Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
Now we're cooking. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We've got clear skies and brisk temperatures. You know what that is? That's perfect fall football weather here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go. Great. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. X3. 218.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries, 78 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Foles. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Now Foles. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, Haywood!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Out. Hey, watch. Hey, Foxtrot. Look at me. Zipper. You can't block me. You can't block me. 54's Mike. Let's go.
Rudolph looking to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 4 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 44, Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
65. Okay, double up.
6-6, pull it high. Go. Now go.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the
blitz coming, and down he goes.
All day, baby, all day. We coming all
We always
day.
talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Switch. Check. Crunch.
Now a give right side. Bailey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 25. Check 25. 61. Matchbox lights.
At the 26-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey!
Motion, motion.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. It's Bailey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Yes, yes.
Mike's 54.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check safety, check safety. Check 52.
Protein spill.
57. Mike, 57.
On 2nd and inches, Rudolph, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Shift. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Check 55.
Now.
Check 55 to Mike.
5.
Rudolph now to throw. And it's brought in by Washington. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Hit it.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
We got this.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike 5-5. Here I come.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the...
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Topper. Hey, Echo.
Mike 55.
Big grip.
Again, it's Rudolph. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. You know, their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, watch
On first down, Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Smooth.
54 is must now. Check.
Here's Rudolph.
I'm coming after you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Baby. Yum, 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 yum.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Zipper.
Check.
Get it.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Get in the weight room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The throw complete to Beebe. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll take it at the 42. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Complete. It's Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again on second down. Rudolph. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Switch.
Second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
General West.
Mike 57. Watch the screen. Pass. 57's the Mike. Hit it. 57.
On second and 9, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Blue draw Corkers.
I'm going to run you over. He's checking. Crash. Check 24.
Yes.
Me, on me. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Go.
3rd and 2, Rudolph. Throw left side complete. It's Bailey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Watch the curl.
Bravo.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Be grip.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Washington's got it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Mike 57.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
Now.
On the rep. Let's go. Right here.
Rudolph throwing again. Complete to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
They'll run on first down. It's Porter.
I got you, boy.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get this.
Rudolph. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 43.
6'6", bullet high.
Mike 5'4.
Hey.
Let's go, baby. Need turnover. Let's get that ball.
Get it.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, baby.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. Ready?
Record. Jim.
Broken tackle. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 40 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Again, it's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Foles. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bailey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rudolph looking to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
Boom! Big hit all day. Sack City.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Bailey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. On 2nd down, Cook. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Foles under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So now the Steelers down 6-3. A minute 56 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
All right, 60 Pittsburgh. 65. Let's go, go, go.
Mike, 55.
Hey, Orbit.
Too little, Captain.
All right.
He's back to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
91.
Good.
Check. Fresno.
Back to throw. 20. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Rudolph. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start the drive with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
You go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Let's go.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the 2nd one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to make the sack on what will be the